Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Roma Heritage. The, the international break is over, and we're finally here talking for new games. The game today versus Inter is one of the most anticipated games. The international break also gave the game the anticipation, all the fans waited 2 weeks for this. We're back to the original setup, uh, which is cool. Lots of talking about excitement, but also let's not rush everything. We'll discuss everything. So Roma gonna face Inter Milan at the Stadio Olimpico, a home game for us. Uh, let's talk about who's starting the game first of all, before we talk anything about the game itself. Svilar, I don't see how Mancini and Indika won't start. Shelik, why not? Because why not Hermoso? Hermoso gives you more defensive approach, whereas Shelik gives you more overall approach. He's starting to really come up and take a bigger role under Gasperini. He's gonna play the game. Wesley just comes from an injury. I don't think gonna start. Also no Angelino, but so it's gonna be Wrench and Simicas. I actually would like to see Angelino play because I think he gives more stability and more, and and is more solid defensively. Where if we look at Simicas, his his debut at the Europa League was brilliant, good, but then his later series games weren't the best. The game versus Lille, when we conceded the goal, was partially because of him. Sometimes he's doing mistakes, misplaced passes. I would be more of I would be more relaxed if I knew Angelino would start, but he won't start. He just comes from injury, and you want step by step to kind of put him inside the squad. So he's not gonna start this game. But okay, let's see Tsimikas. I really want to see him play good. I really want to see him step up. Of course, the midfield gonna be Cristante, who just called up to the Italy national team, and Kone. They both must starters for me. Then let's talk cams. Number 10s, Dybala won't start and Bailey won't start. The two comes from injury. Bailey, of course, just started, I think, this week to play with the team. Ain't no way he's gonna start. Maybe even not play the whole game. I read that maybe if he'll come and he'll probably be on the sheet of the squad, it's gonna be symbolic for him to play. It's gonna be just as a substitute, and the conditions must be perfect. For it, you don't want to rush anything about it. He just comes from an injury, I think. Yes. He just starting he just starting to play with the team. It wasn't a week, like he can play a lot. But maybe the two next games he will take a bigger role and play in them. So I think it's gonna be Pellegrini. But let's talk about for sure. But if it's maybe it's gonna be probably 3-4-1-2 and not 3-4-2-1. Because I think that with ours, okay, it depends. If you want to start Ferguson, I don't think that as the last man he can do as best as if there are two men on the front and he's on the left side or on the right side, but more on the left side. So, but I think Dobbik gonna no. Look, Ferguson scored for the Irish national team, right? Where Dobbik, I think he missed a goal for the Ukrainian national team. I don't know, but still, I think Dovik will start the game. So he's gonna be be the last man. So it's gonna be 3-4-2-1. So the number 10 is gonna be Pellegrini and Sule. The striker gonna be Dovic. Yes, the game itself is very exciting. Like, for the past 2 weeks in the international break, all the fans got excited, talk about the game. It's talked about a lot. It's a home game for us, so look. Inter is one of the hardest games that we can have. However, it's a home game, so there is excitement around it, and I think that we all want to see a result. And should we think that we're gonna get a result, it's more debatable. I think that a draw is somewhat realistic, and let's hope for that. A loss gonna be disappointing, but also you can see how it happens. A win gonna be extraordinary, but you can also it's not gonna be something that is not reachable, but also very great. I think that a draw is kind of in the middle. It's a result against a very difficult team. I think that a draw gonna be fine, because Inter is a 2-time Champions League final team. They have players that played in those finals 2 times, lost it, but got to it. They beat Barcelona with an heroic game last season. They're a difficult team. Nothing to say here much, but I want to see a performance. I want to see a fight. I don't want to just our approach be defensive and just set back and not park the pass, but playing from the back. No, I want to see more the offensive approach. I want to see more attacking football. And I think from Gasperini we will see that. It's gonna be an interesting game. It's gonna be an important game. Let's go for a result. That's it for today. Thank you very much for tuning. Bye bye.